Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We got to talk about the Silvergate collapse once again and the knock-on effects because that could have a lot of problems for crypto in the future. Now, this is really about crypto.com, but it could be the one of many, many dominoes to actually fall. And I don't think any of these dominoes are massively giant, so it won't be nearly as bad as FTX or Terra Luna, but there could be a couple of dominoes. And Crypto.com struggling is a particular reason that I'm a little bit weary of because they actually ran out of liquidity because of Silvergate. Silvergate provided a lot of fiat on-ramps, off-ramps to these centralized exchanges, which a lot of people actually trade money off of. So even though you and I may have not known much about Silvergate, it is a big deal. Now, I believe Coinbase has other fiat on-ramps, but let me tell you that as part of maybe the traditional finance market plan, a lot of other banks are also pulling back from crypto and making fiat services harder. Silvergate looks like the sole USD provider to crypto.com, and now crypto.com does not have access to the USD market anymore, which means a lot of Americans are going to be leaving it. Now, crypto.com has fiat ramps, but those are euro ramps. And obviously, if you're in the United States, you don't really want euros. So crypto.com, I really wouldn't buy CRO right now because I think the USD market is still really big. And without the USD market, I think that company may actually have some trouble in the future, obviously. But this may not only affect crypto.com. For any other players that don't have a good US on-ramp, off-ramp, they may be affected too. So you might be seeing smaller exchanges suffering intense knock-on effects for Silvergate, thus bringing the cryptocurrency market down even further. Because like anytime like a bunch of little exchanges kind of like die out, it does affect it a little bit. It's not like a nuclear explosion like FTX, but it does have an effect. And I think that's sort of why we're being chipped down a little bit, little by little right now, because people are realizing that yes, even though we haven't heard of Silvergate before, they do have some effects on the entire market because they did provide a lot of liquidity to these exchanges. And I think people are going to have to go to DEXs, but the problem with going to DEXs is that like a DEX doesn't really have a fiat on-ramp or an off-ramp. And if you want to cash out to use money to actually buy things, then you're going to have trouble with that. Yes, you can say like, oh, but we have the crypto cards. But a lot of the crypto cards go through exchanges. Now, they go through Coinbase. I think they're going to be fine for right now. But if they go through other exchanges and those exchanges shut off fiat on-ramps, off-ramps, then those cards will actually have trouble as well. So Silvergate collapsing could just be a big domino that causes a lot of these on-ramps, off-ramps to fail, and that could definitely cause problems for the crypto industry. So like this little trickling side effect where we go down over like a number of days rather than just go down like one giant several thousand points in a day could definitely be indicative of that. We're down at $20,600 now, and we may continue to go down for the rest of the day and maybe even into the weekend, probably fall under 20,000. I'm not really sure where the bottom is, probably like just below 20,000, something like that. And of course, we're waiting for the CPI next week, which could bring us down further if it's bad or lift us up if it's actually good. But for right now, I think a lot of these companies are scrambling to find their fiat on-ramps because they don't have any big banks providing it. So the knock-on effects could actually be more severe than we originally thought because we did actually go down several hundred points or close to 1,000 points from where we were at the beginning of the day because Silvergate decided to liquidate and everyone else is kind of left out in the cold as to where they get their fiat on-ramps, off-ramps, at least for smaller exchanges. So maybe look for a couple more knock-on effects for smaller exchanges having trouble staying afloat because of this. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.